Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. This video is going to be my W's for my in-depth Blu-ray collection. I'm going to get straight on with it so it doesn't go on for too long. First up is a film by Oliver Stone that I've not seen but it looks really interesting, and I'm interested in these sorts of films, so I am looking forward to checking it out. The case is a bit battered, but that doesn't bother me because I can always get a replacement case. It stars Josh Brolin and it is W, as it says there. So, about George W. Bush. Yeah, got a great cast. Obviously, Josh Brolin, Tandy Newton, James Cromwell, Elizabeth Banks, Scott Glenn. Is that Ellen Burstyn? Yeah, Ellen Burstyn, Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to checking this out, seeing what it's like. Yeah, so that's W. Next up, another one I've not seen. Again, it's another Oliver Stone film. Look forward to watching this because of the cast, and it's always intrigued me. There is a sequel as well, which I'll have to try and find. So yeah, let me know what you think of it down below. That is Wall Street, starring Michael Douglas, Charlie Sheen, Daryl Hannah, and Martin Sheen. Yeah, don't know too much about it. I know it's obviously about Wall Street. But it looks like it could be quite interesting, so let me know what you think of it down below if you've seen it. As I said, that's Wall Street. Next up is a film which is actually pretty good, got a great cast. I really like to add a fun time with it, it's just a nice watch. Stars Steve Carell, Toni Collette, Alison Janney, Anna Sophia Robb, Sam Rockwell, Maya Rudolph, and Liam James, who I've not really heard of. And that is The Way Back, about a teenager that goes on holiday basically on a family trip with his mum and her new boyfriend that he doesn't get on with, and he finds a friend in Sam Rockwell's character at a local water park, and it's like a coming of age, modern coming of age film, and I just had a lot of fun with it and thought it was a really good film. So yeah, that's The Way Back. Next up is a film directed by Cameron Crowe and is based on a true story. It stars Matt Damon and Scarlett Johansson, and that is We Bought Zoo. Really good film. I have a lot of fun with this. As I said, it's based on a true story, and it's just a nice, easy watch. Good film. Really enjoy it. So that is We Bought a Zoo. Next up is a sequel to a film that I've not actually seen yet. So I've got this. So when I do watch the first film, I can then watch this. This is West is West, obviously the sequel to East is East. I've not seen East is East yet, so I have to wait. Case is not in great condition. Another one I'm going to need to replace at some point. But for now it's alright because I'm not going to watch it. Yeah, let me know if you've seen both of them, what you think of them down below. Yeah, it looks quite interesting. That is West is West. Next up is a film from the director of Independence Day, The Day After Tomorrow in 2012. This came out at the same time as Olympus Has Fallen, same sort of film. Personally, I prefer this. A lot of people seem to prefer Olympus Has Fallen though. It stars Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx, and that is White House Down. As I said, I personally prefer this. Most people generally go towards Olympus Has Fallen. But then obviously I love the sequels to Olympus Has Fallen. So, but yeah, this is good. Obviously, it's about a Secret Service, a policeman that wants to become a Secret Service agent, and they don't want him, but then he has to protect the president. Yeah, really good film. I had a lot of fun with this. Thought it was really good. Great blockbuster film. Yeah, really like it. White House Down. Next up is a film from a few years ago, which is pretty decent. Not the type of film I would rewatch a lot because it is quite a heavy watch. Directed by Steve McQueen, the director, obviously not the actor. Stars Viola Davis, Michelle Rodriguez, Elizabeth Debicki, Cynthia Erivo, Colin Farrell, Robert Duvall, and Liam Neeson, and Daniel Kaluuya. And that is Widows. Obviously, it's about a group of widows, and their husbands were criminals, and they've got to pick up the pieces that their husband left behind, basically. Really good film. Great acting from everyone in this. Great story, and yeah, as I said, just a really good watch. That's Widows. Next up is a classic starring Gene Wilder. Recently got a 4K release, and that is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Not seen this for many years, but used to watch this a lot growing up. So look forward to checking this out again soon. I'm not going to get the 4K. One, because I've not even seen the Blu-ray yet, and two, because I'm stopping on the 4Ks because too expensive at the moment. So, but yeah, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, classic film, just great, and the songs are really good in it from what I remember. So I am looking forward to checking this out again. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Next up is a remake of a film. I thought this was alright. A lot of people seem to complain about this, but this is from my favourite director, and I thought it was alright. I liked it more than the original. Not many people are going to say that, but then again, I wasn't a massive fan of the original anyway, so yeah, and I like the cast in this more. This stars Anne Hathaway, Octavia Spencer, and Stanley Tucci, and that is The Witches, obviously directed by Robert Zemeckis. I really like this, thought this was really good. Most people don't like this, most people would definitely say the original is better, but as I said, I wasn't a massive fan of the original anyway, so I personally prefer this one. Not saying it's a better film, but I personally like this one more. So yeah, that is The Witches. Next up is probably the oldest film I have in my collection, and one that I again used to watch a lot as a kid. The slipcover's been damaged because of where it used to be stored. Can't be helped because there was nowhere else for it to go. As you can see from the top, it's quite damaged. Obviously that is The Wizard of Oz, and at the bottom you can see that it's starting to, but it won't be now because it's not where it used to be stored. I've moved it since, so, but I'm not too bothered. The Blu-ray's okay, so it doesn't matter. But that is The Wizard of Oz. I have since tried to watch this again, and I just couldn't get into it. I will try it again. Don't know why, I just couldn't really get into it. I will definitely watch it again because I remember really liking this growing up. So, yeah, that is The Wizard of Oz. Next up, we've got another film by Robert Zemeckis, based on a true story. Really like this. Thought this was a really good film, really good watch. And that is The Walk, about, I think his name's Philip Petit, and he was the first man to walk between the Twin Towers. Probably the only, I want to say, first and only man to walk over the Twin Towers in the 70s, I think. So yeah, really interesting film, really liked it, and I thought it was just really well done. So that is The Walk. Next up is a film starring Jonah Hill and Miles Teller. Really good film, really like this, think it's really good. That is War Dogs. About young men in their 20s and they become arms dealers. Just outrageous. I don't know whether this is a true story or not. I'd be surprised if it is. Yeah, it is based on a true story. It is one of those like quite out there true stories, but I thought it was really good. I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, decent film, War Dogs. Then we have a film I've not seen, but I am looking forward to watching, a romantic drama starring Reese Witherspoon, Robert Pattinson, and Christoph Waltz, and that is Water for Elephants. Don't know too much about this, but as I said, I believe it's a romantic drama, and I like those, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. So let me know what you think of it down below if you've seen it. That is Water for Elephants. Tidying up the pile quickly as we go along. There we go. Next up is a film that I'd heard a lot of people say is not very good. I actually really liked it. Thought it was it is cheesy, but it was good. I thought, didn't bore me, even though I thought it would, but it really didn't. And that is Waterworld. Obviously, Kevin Costner, Dennis Hopper, and Jean Triplehorn. Really liked this. Thought it was really good, really clever. Special effects were pretty good as well. But yeah, really like it. Thought it was a really good Kevin Costner film, to be honest. So yeah, that is Waterworld. A few more to go. This one's really good film. Really like this. This stars Julia Roberts, Owen Wilson, and Jacob Tremblay, and that is Wonder. Really like this film. Thought it was really good. Really enjoyed it, as I said. Just a nice watch, nice film. And this director's doing Dear Evan Hansen, which is my most anticipated film for the rest of the year. Really cannot wait to watch that. Been listening to the soundtrack non-stop. So, yeah, Really good film, Wanda. Highly recommend that. And then we have probably one of my favourite zombie films. Stars Brad Pitt and is a very clever zombie film, and that is World War Z. As I said, it's very clever. It's more of a thriller than a straight up zombie film. Really like this. Shame we're not getting a sequel. I would have liked to see the sequel because of where it ended. Thought Brad Pitt was really good in this, and it was just a really good story. That is World War Z, or Z, wherever you're from. I think it is Z here technically. I don't really know the difference, to be honest. I watched too many American stuff. This was a fantastic film. I think this is the best Mickey Rourke film I've seen, but again, it is one of the only Mickey Rourke films I've seen, so can't really say much. That is The Wrestler. Really good film, really powerful film. The ending was just perfect ending because it just left it. I want to say it left it up in the air, but you kind of knew what was going to happen anyway. So yeah, really like this film. If you like wrestling, definitely recommend this because this is a great wrestling film. And then finally, my favourite western, which stars Kevin Costner, Dennis Quaid, and Gene Hackman, and that is Wyatt Earp. Really like this. As I said, it's my favourite western. Just love the story. Thought Kevin Costner was great in this. It's just a really good film. I really want to watch Tombstone because obviously it's the same story, just different cast really. It even came out the same year, so want to see what the difference is. But I don't think I'll like it as much as I like this because this is, as I said, my favourite western. Just a great film. Really like it. That's Wyatt Earp. And that's everything for the W's. So just one more small pile left to go, and then we'll be on to the box sets, collections, 4Ks, and ones I've missed. So that is it. So if you like the video, don't forget to give it a like. If for some reason you didn't like the video, then by all means give it a dislike. If you do choose to dislike it, I'd appreciate it if you let me know why down in the comment section below, so I can improve in it in my next video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn the notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded onto the channel. Comment down below. I'll get back to anyone that takes the time to leave me a comment. And that is it. So until next time everyone, take care. Goodbye.